Armbar, I just got back the odd copy from our sponsors. Can you do the read for me?
Oh, boss, you know I can't read.
Right. Oh, look, it's Doubletail. Barry, can you spare a minute?
Sure. What's up? Also, I'm pretty sure I asked you not to call me Barry.
Well, Barry, our sponsors gave us this ad copy to read, and unfortunately our friend Armbar here can't read, so can you do the promo for us?
Sure thing. Hey there, sports fans. Baragon Doubletail here to remind you Bard Rock Cafe is brought to you by Dragon Master Games. Shop at their online storefront for your D&D and TTRPG products, as well as collectibles. We are also now partnered with Metallic Dice Games, who make high-quality dice sets, dice bags, trays and towers, and other accessories. Follow our affiliate link and use code BARDROCK at checkout to save 10%, and a portion of your order goes to support the show. Finally, you can also support the show directly by subscribing to our Ko-fi. Subscribers get access to wild rewards like exclusive bonus content, tarot readings from Rook, social media shoutouts, and tabletop games with the cast. As always, all the relevant links can be found in the show notes. Now, let's rock!
Support the show, or I'ma come near ya!
You can't threaten your listeners.
It's not a threat, it's a promise! Support the show, jabronis!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this special prequel episode of Bard Rock Cafe entitled Smooth Criminal. We are going to be exploring Rook's backstory today. And I am Paul. I'm going to be your DM, not Kenya today. We split these prequel backstories up amongst ourselves and one special guest DM, which you'll see in my episode. But I am joined today by our regular cast member, Khadeja, and a few guests. So we're going to go around the table and everyone introduce yourselves, where you're from, and the character you're playing. Starting with Khadeja.
Hey, I'm Khadeja. I play Rook. I've been at Bard Rock Cafe since day one. Rook, as for those who don't know, I guess, is our 15-year-old half-elf rogue who has a bit of an attitude problem. Not really used to people, I guess. I'm recording from amazing Massachusetts, USA. And I'm very happy to be here.
And this does take place about 1 year before the events of the podcast. So Rook is actually a 14-year-old.
Oh, that's right. She is well, she's basically the same.
Right, not a substantial difference, just a distinction. I wanted to slip that in there.
No, that's totally great.
All right, and then joining us from the Dice Collectors, we have Haley Clinton.
Yep, my name is Haley. I'm from the Dice Collectors podcast. I play Omthi in that podcast. We've been going on for about a year now, and it's been a ton of fun. Today, I will be playing a Genku artificer called Qlanker. They are middle-aged, so about their 40s for a Genku, and I've never played an artificer before, so this is gonna be great.
All right, and then we also have, from Dice Drop Evolution, Elena.
Hi guys, I'm Elena. I play Remy in the podcast Dice Drop Evolution, which is Mutants and Masterminds based, really fun. I am in glorious small town USA, Pennsylvania, because if I tell you where I am, you're not gonna know it.
And we will have links to both Haley and Elena's shows in the show notes for everybody. And finally, we're joined by Khadeja and I's old friend, Dylan.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I'm from Vermont, but I'm speaking to you from New Hampshire. I will be playing SR-89, Warforged Rogue. I have a fancy physical description, but maybe I'll wait on that. What you need to know now is he's poorly integrated into society and will be mispronouncing your names.
Oh, are we going to be able to introduce our characters before we see them?
Oh, you actually were supposed to introduce your character, Elena, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh boy.
It's alright. I didn't think to bring it up, so...
No, it's good. I am going to be playing Chatte. She is a half-orc rogue and druid. So she's a little bit of multi-class, and you'll see why she's a multi-class, so this will be very fun.
Alright, and that is our cast for this evening, so I'm going to dive right in. As our adventure begins, you all find yourselves in the second floor of the Bard Rock Cafe, in the back area where Felix the Fence, cat merchant, does his business in private. Thank you all for coming. I know at least some of you prefer to work alone, but this is a job that really requires a team. Xanathar, of the Xanathar Guild, has asked me to procure a Nothic Eye. Something about his prize goldfish being stolen, apparently. But that's possibly more than you needed to know. It so happens, I heard a rumor that we may be able to get one. And I would like you all to roll an Arcana check.
Already with the rolling. Just 7.
I got an 11.
Starting off with a natural 20. That's how I like to do it.
Whoa! I got an 8.
Oh boy.
I got an 11.
Alright, so only SR89 knows what a Nothic Eye is. Or what a Nothic is, for that matter.
SR89 keeps this information to himself.
So for everyone else, Felix does explain, Nothics are a corrupted creature who got lost in the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. Of note is the fact Nothics can use their power to learn the secrets and detect lies. Xanathar intends to use the eye to find out what happened to his goldfish. Lord Jace Vonk, a renowned diviner wizard who practices out of Blackstaff Tower, I don't know what he intends to do with it, but he does have a Nothic Eye, I have on good authority, for a spell he will perform in his private wizard tower, just outside of Waterdeep. The eye itself is no doubt in his sanctum at the top of the tower, behind both locks mundane and mystical. I would like you all to steal it for me.
And so, we need multiple people. Why?
Rook, do you think I would ask you to work with others if it wasn't absolutely necessary? Jace Vonk is a very paranoid wizard. Apparently one of his most prized possessions was stolen from him many years ago, and he has heightened the security on his tower well above the pay grade of a single rogue. He's also holding a gala tonight, and the gala is going to be your opportunity to sneak in. I have procured you all, through reasons I will not explain, tickets to the gala, so you do not need to worry about sneaking in. But getting past the rest of the tower's defenses is going to be up to the rest of you.
I love this already.
Okay. So Rook is like this skinny, tomboyish, like 14-year-old girl, right? So she's just like, the mention of like she has to go to a gala tonight, her eyes are as wide as her face.
SR89 speaks up. Oh, by the way, he refers to himself in the third person. You'll use it. This unit's appearance is not inconspicuous. Perhaps it would be better to sneak in. So, SR89 is from a line of special designed stealth recon black operations warforged. He does not look like a partygoer.
Felix looks at SR89 and says, I had taken that into consideration. Humanoids of every shape, size, and color are going to be at this party. Mostly wizards in the Blackstaff Tower, but also their personal servants, their bodyguards. Unless you go out of your way not to blend in, they won't make anything of a warforged attending this party.
SR89 inclines his head very slightly. It's his best attempt at a nod.
Qlanker is just standing there waiting to be told what to do.
Felix goes, oh, I don't know how many of you know each other, at least by reputation or by name, but let me go through. And he just gestures each of you. SR89, Chatte,
Wave.
Qlanker, and this is Rook. The one thing you all have in common is you all do business with me.
So are we all gonna go in together, or should we meet inside?
I leave the planning stages up to you, and Felix hands you all the tickets and climbs out the window and jumps out the window.
There he goes.
This unit had more questions, says SR89 with slight annoyance.
That's Felix. I've never seen this tower. Should we, like, go look at it before we go?
This unit recommends reconnaissance prior to attempting entry.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I can do that. Reconnaissance is like my totally favorite thing, and then you see her change into a cat.
Oh my god.
And as a cat, you realize Felix has lots of cat toys, food, and treats lying around because he does actually sell cat stuff.
I quickly get distracted by playing with various cat toys, and then I shake my head and I'm like, no, focus, you need to focus. And then I jump out the window where Felix was and start running towards the tower to go do reconnaissance as a cat.
Okay. Let's follow. And Rook just sort of like doesn't exit the window, but decides to walk outside like a human being.
Walk actually outside the door.
Yeah. She doesn't have catness.
SR89 follows Rook silently.
Nice.
Qlanker will go out the window and cast Featherfall.
Nice.
SR89 is not confident in his athletic skill and does not want to risk a flying check.
Fair. Those of you who've known Felix for a while and have seen him disperse a window have reason to suspect he uses Featherfall for his jumps as well. So you make your way to the tower unevaded because I did not prepare an encounter table. Either it is a 5-story tall tower, and there are guests gently rolling in, and you do see there are 2 bouncers checking people's invitations at the door.
Okay.
I want to look around, like look literally around the whole tower. Are there like windows?
There are windows. Roll investigation.
15.
All right, with a 15, you see this is a very large tower, and it looks like calling it tower is almost like you should expect towers to be taller than this, but just a 5-story tower. But you do recall the Blackstaff Tower only looks like 3 stories from the outside, but it's much taller on the inside, so maybe that's what's going on here. You look at the windows, and you see the 1st-story windows open, but you look, and near as you can tell, looking at the 2nd-story onward, they look like the kind of windows that weren't made to open, the kind that are like just sealed into the frame of the building. You also see a back door to the tower that looks like it probably goes to a kitchen area because it's across from some trash cans.
I do a sniff check by the trash cans. See what they're throwing away.
Alright, roll perception.
Still cast with my cat. Perception is +3. I got a 19 on the dice, and that is a 22 total.
Nice. So you smell... first of all, you smell a myriad of things pleasant and unpleasant, but your cat senses do detect remnants of food, fish, chicken, beef, the pieces that were like not quite presentable enough to be served to the populace at large, but they are intermingled with other garbagey things that I won't describe for the sake of our listeners' palate.
So I'm guessing this is like a fancy, like super fancy event, because there's like regular galas, but then there's like the Met Gala. So I'm guessing this is probably more of a Met Gala vibe, so we have to be super preppy and proper.
Yeah, like which one of us looks the least... Who looks the most put together right now?
SR.89 says this unit is unfamiliar with gala etiquette.
I would probably say, in order for me to get into the places, that I would probably know some etiquette and such, because my adoptive family made sure that I could get in anywhere to steal shiny bits of things. So I could probably share some knowledge. We can do a quick little etiquette montage. Obviously not as a cat, though. So I'll change out of cat form and I'll explain to them. So I think this is more of like a Met Gala kind of deal and not like regular party thing. So are you guys okay going into a place like this? Do you know what's expected?
Rook shakes her head.
Okay.
I've never been to anything like this.
Okay. I can work with that. You, Mr. Robot-looking man.
This unit is designated SR-89.
I'm gonna call you Sarah, because that's a hard name to remember with a lot of numbers. Is that okay
SR
with
if you prefer.
SR? Okay, I'm gonna call you Sir.
Acknowledged.
So, do you have any experience going into parties?
SR-89 thinks for a moment. Not bloodlessly.
And I turn to our last friend and I'm just like, any experience with a party?
So Qlanker is just gonna open their mouth and you're just gonna hear your own voice speaking back to you. Met Gala Gala?
I can work
Party.
with this. What could I roll for the montage of teaching them basic etiquette?
That sounds like performance to me.
Okay, alright. It's a lost cause. I got a 3 on the die.
No.
It's a lost cause. So
This unit is confused by your instructions on fork usage.
Literally, the only thing anyone takes away from this is that when you're drinking tea,
Yeah,
you keep your
basically.
pinky out.
Okay, so I'm gonna just turn to them and I'm gonna say, okay, so we have one robot who doesn't know how to use a fork. We have one tiny friend who can only just repeat back what you say, and then we have another friend who is unsure of what to really do. And then there's me, a really tall halfling. And then you just see her super confused. She's just...
The narrator would like to point out that Chatte is actually a half-orc and just calling himself a halfling.
thinks that she's a very tall halfling.
Oh.
That is her flaw. She believes that she's a really tall halfling.
It's a Will Ferrell and Elf kind
Yeah.
of situation.
Yeah. She's just like, okay.
How about at least me and SR can pretend to be the bodyguards?
That could work. Bodyguards don't really talk, and then I turn over
No.
to Qlanker. I'm just like, what could you be?
So, in a voice that once again does not seem fitting for a middle-aged crow, you just hear, in various tones and pitches, "We enter and we steal. I don't understand the problem."
I like this one, but we have to figure out what to... Could we pretend that they're the one in charge and then I speak for them? Would that work?
Yeah. Right?
Okay, that would work. Now, Qlanker, this all rides on you saying almost nothing other than me interpreting what you say. And I do interpreting in air quotes.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so I believe all we'd have to do is get like a fancy getup, and we're ready for this gala. Because we can't go in looking like this. We can probably wear something over our armor and such.
If for the sake of expediency, one of you already knows where to get some nice clothes.
We follow SR because we know he's the one that's got it. He's got the connect.
SR89 doesn't wear clothes, but sure.
It'd just be funny if you'd be like, yeah, I know a good tailor, and we would all question that exact thing, but he doesn't wear clothes.
He's got other uses for him.
Exactly.
SR89 is happy with the bodyguard role and is not going to wear any fancy clothes, but he directs you to a fashionable tailor.
I suggest fancy suits for everyone, and for SR, I get a nice little bow tie.
Qlanker just looks down at themselves and just repeats back, "Suit?"
I put Qlanker in a nice little purple suit with a cute little black bow tie.
I want to see a crow wearing a suit now.
This has to be done right now. I will then go over and put a nice little red bow tie on SR, and then I look over at Rook, and I'm just like, you don't need me to dress you, do you?
No.
Okay.
So it's out there, you made the naked robot wear a bow tie and nothing but a bow tie, so he basically just invented a robot Chippendale.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's got armor built into his frame, and now this bow tie is built in too. It can't be removed.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
That's so good. I was just gonna say Rook finds something modest and plain and black to throw over her leather armor.
So Rook changed from her normal modest plain black outfit to a nicer
exactly.
modest plain black outfit.
Consistency
Exactly.
is key.
That's what's up.
Exactly. And then I'll wear something that's probably going to be a black tie then. So I will wear a nice black pantsuit, obviously with shoulder pads.
Shoulder blades.
Yes,
Yes.
shoulder blades. Obviously with shoulder blades.
No shoulder
with
blades.
shoulder pads. Beautiful shoulder pads that make me look like a boss woman. Just, that
Okay.
power suit.
Yes.
Makes you feel good every time that you wear it. And then a nice red bow tie to match SR.
SR says, this unit's patience grows thin. We must return to reconnaissance.
Okay. And then I look to the group and I go, do you think we're ready?
Yeah.
Acknowledged.
We go in and we steal.
And we're done. Exactly, little Qlanker.
So when we get back, SR9 wants to take a look at what the guard presence is like at the front entrance.
Looks like there's just the 2 guards posted.
Okay. We have our invitations, correct? That we got from Felix, right? I pull out mine. Do they have any names on them? Or anything specific? Or is it just for the, one entry ticket?
They don't have anything specific. It looks like they're just generic invitations. They are very nice, printed on nice paper with gold, like gold leafing. It looks like it would not be an easy ticket to counterfeit. So the fact that, you can tell, this is the bona fide invitation to this gala.
After I spent that proficiency on a forgery kit. Wasted.
Well, I go up and I hand over how many of us are there? 4? I hand over the 4 tickets without saying anything. I don't think they would expect us to say anything.
Alright, they take your invitations, and you can just they just wave you through.
So we walk through, and then I turn to the group and go, should we have personas? We didn't think this through.
SR9 says, please wait. And you all feel a very odd sensation in your head as he establishes a silent sonic link with you.
Oh, shit.
Actually, only 2 of you.
Alright,
Which one of you does he not like?
Probably me, because I accidentally called him Sarah.
Let's see. Choose 1 or more creatures. Oh, no. We're good. Number equal to my proficiency bonus, which is 3, so you all get 1. Proficiency, die, rolling time. So for the next 2 hours, we can communicate silently.
Sweet.
Like with each other or just with SR?
For expediency's sake, I'm going to say it works like he's running comms.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, SR is running comms, but we'll say, like...
SR89 is going to do his best to translate the wording, so we could probably just assume that he just repeats verbatim.
That works.
It lasts for 2 hours as long as we're within a mile of each other.
Yeah, we've done this with Brock on the podcast before. For the sake of expediency, you basically just have comms.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
assume that he's giving a monotone delivery of everything you say as long as we're not just saying.
Okay, that's interesting.
Sweet.
And it's just a mental link?
Yeah, it's a mental link. I basically reflavored Soul Knife, so these aren't, in my imagination, this is a module that's built into his skull. It's not psionic in nature, but it works the same way.
It's cool.
Interesting. I like it.
Yeah,
I do too.
and other notes on him. He doesn't carry a weapon,
He is the weapon.
which is good for
Yeah.
walking into parties. Though he's so conspicuous looking, I don't think it helps as much as he's imagined.
Yeah, it's a good thing they didn't check my bag.
Yeah, that my double hand crossbows that I'm hiding.
Y'all really do look like good bodyguards, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess I'm mentally asking, does anyone see the door to the next level or stairs?
Yeah, SR89 is going to sort of take a look around the area to see if there's, like you said, an entrance to any off-limits area.
Yeah.
So I guess when we walk into the gala portion where they show us where the main event is, what do we see?
Yeah, good question.
Before you is a room bustling with humanoids of all shapes, sizes, and colors, holding drinks, eating appetizers, and making conversation. Ball music is playing in the background, and you spot a band in the corner. Actually, the guy leading the band looks kind of familiar. Is he the proprietor of the cafe where you guys ate earlier today? Anyway, you realize that there are actually very few servants at the gala. Their drinks and food seem to be serving themselves. Directly across from the entrance, on the far side of the tower, you see 3 doors. Presumably one goes to the kitchen and one goes to the restroom, which means the third one must go to the stairs.
Okay.
You also all clock the party's host, Jace Vonk, in the center of the room. Tall, gangly old man with a patch over one eye, wearing fine clothes and leather boots and gloves. Partygoers can be seen approaching him, giving them pleasantries, and then walking away to mingle elsewhere. That is what you see.
Okay.
Do we know which door is which, or do we have to guess?
You can see at one door where people seem to be going in and out periodically, probably the bathroom. You see one door that's opening and closing itself, and but floating plates of food and water are coming out through that door, so that's probably the kitchen.
Mhm.
So the one in the center looks like it's the stairs.
Bunch of unseen servants. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing. So I guess first move, we go and introduce ourselves to not draw attention to ourselves.
Mhm.
I know I want to do like a walk around the room. Would it be better for us to be as a group or to split up together?
Maybe it'd be good for one person to do a walk around.
Okay.
If there's any trouble, we have the psychic link.
Yeah, because I want to see if we notice any like guard pattern movements. You know, that typical video game style where they walk in a certain route and they look that way, then they look that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
So I have this idea for Rook. Rook is gonna ask, do you think I should try to see if he has a key in his pocket, the old man? Should I try and check his pockets?
Are you gonna with your hand?
Yeah, like legit, shouldn't I like try and pickpocket him to see if he has anything?
This unit finds that ill-advised.
Okay, I guess. Just asking.
To do me a favor while you're casing the room, Rook, can you do me a favor and just roll investigation, since you were thinking of casing him? I'll let you know what else you see.
Yeah, a visual inspection
Oh,
would be a safer idea.
okay, so it's 25 total.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I know investigation is
25,
good.
clock lots
Well,
of
maybe you
pass.
can see it without having to reach in his pocket.
There we go.
So when you case this room, what you're seeing is, first of all, he seems to have a keen eye, like, on everyone he's interacting with. Like, you see his gaze darting between people in the room. And you see that he's frequently checking that one door, the stairs. He's keeping an eye on the stairs to make sure no one's going up there.
Distract him.
I was gonna say, this line comes up in every heist, but we can distract.
I know. So what I'm thinking is, as I'm gonna say this for the sake of Clank. So what I'm thinking is that when we go up and we introduce ourselves, obviously one of us is gonna have to distract him because, as Rook said, he's being super sneaky and always looking over at that door that we know is gonna go somewhere. So I say, since I'm probably the biggest one here, even though I'm a halfling, I just take him and we go dancing. I will convince him to dance, and she looks so proud of herself. This is the smartest thing in the world, but clearly it's probably not gonna work.
Yeah,
SR89 looks at Qlanker and says, "Crow creature, do you have any illusion magic?"
Ooh.
With the mental connection, Qlanker has a much more flowy and normal voice, and I don't think they do. So they'll just go, nope, the dancing sounds like a great idea.
Acknowledged.
So we steal the thing and go upstairs. Let's go.
Really quick, I do want to let you guys know some other stuff Rook got with that check.
yes.
I wasn't quite done.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It happens. So Rook also clocks. I said there were no servants physically carrying things. You do see one person dressed like a butler. It looks like they're overseeing all the unseen servants.
They would probably have the master key.
You also see one person who's frequently coming and checking in with the master of the tower. They look like a student of some sort, probably his apprentice. They keep going elsewhere in the party. They look very nervous, and they seem to be tripping over themselves, especially in front of their master. They're trying not to screw up, but in that way where you can't help but screw up anyway. But what you find strange is there actually are no guards posted at the door of the stairs. There's no security at this room whatsoever, besides the two people who are checking IDs at the entrance.
Suspicious.
Something's up with that door. So
Yeah, SR89 is suspicious of some sort of magical surveillance.
can anyone detect magic?
I can! That's why I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I'm pretty sure I have either detect traps or detect magic. I do. What do I gotta do with it? It's just, what, do I just roll something or do I just cast it? That's the question.
You don't need to roll anything to detect magic, but I think it's visible. It's not, you don't happen to know what the components are for that, do you? Does it have a somatic or verbal component that would be easily noticeable while you're suspiciously standing in front of that door?
It is, yeah, just verbal and somatic. So I just gotta, I could just whisper something. So I can, look at the door, and then I'll just be
So I want to point out, just as the kind of benevolent DM, detect magic does last for 10 minutes, so if you want to go somewhere inconspicuous to cast it first, you
are
could.
there any, pillars before we go up and introduce ourselves to this dude? Any pillars that I can, hide behind?
You don't see any pillars. You see buffet tables. You see the band on the stage. You do see people going in and out of the bathroom, which would be a pretty private area.
Okay. I guess I'll go pretend to use the bathroom before we go and introduce ourselves to the host of the festivities. And so I make my way in a very dignified manner over to the bathroom, and then I creak the door open, a peek, and then I look at the door, and then I'm just like, show me your magic!
Alright, so you cast Detect Magic, and the first thing you see is the silhouettes of several dozen unseen servants. They are not unseen for you anymore. You see many other objects in the room that are enchanted. The door is not enchanted. But you do also see, when you look at Jace Vonk, you do see magic in his hand and in his eye patch.
Of course.
Interesting. Oh, and I can learn at School of Magic. So what kind of magic does he have on his fingies and his eye patch?
His fingies are, I think, his conjuration magic, and his eye is divination magic.
Oh, damn.
So he probably conjured up all of the unseen servants. What is divination magic again?
Divination magic is magic used to see things, to know things.
So I guarantee you he's got, like, little cameras, like, you know, like, camera eyes, where, like, he has, like, a certain spot and he can see something. I wonder if that's concentration-based, because if I'm messing around with him, that would disrupt his concentration, wouldn't it?
It depends how much messing around you're doing.
Well, if I'm gonna be dancing with him, I'm gonna be, like, almost like giant child picking up teddy bear toy, like, throwing him around and dancing with him in a very, like, extravagant way. So that would probably rattle him a little bit. That was my plan. So I come out as I relay that information, and I turn to the group and I say, like, are you guys ready?
Ready for what?
To go introduce ourselves to the host. Well,
Do we
it
have
would look
to?
really weird if we didn't, but if you guys don't feel comfortable, it could just be me and Qlanker over here.
I'll go. I want to take a closer look.
And I just tell them, follow my lead. And I guess we get in line to go introduce ourselves to do the nice pleasantry with the host.
Yeah, I'll follow the bodyguard act and go with him.
Alright, and there is a relatively brief pause where there's some other people in front of you, but it passes very quickly, and Jace Vonk looks at you and says, "Ah, hello! Welcome to my gala! I don't know, you don't look familiar to me, I don't know if we've met. I'm Jace Vonk. I am the master of this tower, and who might you be?"
I clear my throat and I go, oh, this is Qlanker, and I, like, point my arms over to Qlanker, and I go, he is Lord of the Crows! And I do, like, a giant bow to, like, make it seem like an absolute, like, honor to be in Qlanker's presence.
Ah, nice to meet you, Miss Qlanker. Welcome to my party. Is there anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable?
Yes, Qlanker is quite keen on dancing with you, but the problem is Qlanker, and I lean in really close, has 2 left feet. So he has tasked me with dancing with you. Is this suitable?
Of course. That would be lovely.
So then I immediately take him up in my arms and I drag him over to the dance floor.
Alright, roll
I love
performance.
that because
Oh,
Qlanker is
Q!
actually
Okay,
spelled
so
with a
then
Q.
Q, is it what? It'd be Qlanker? Okay, so,
Yeah.
ta-da-da.
But I like the Chatte not knowing anybody's name.
Well, I mean, all I did was hear the name. I didn't see it written. So, so I would imagine, yeah, it would probably still be Qlanker, even though it's a Q, and now I feel really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully that was enough time for Rook to check
Yes.
the host.
I just kind of wanted to look a little more closely to see if I could see if there was anything physical on him now that I'm in front of him.
Okay, so could she do that while I'm talking with him?
Yeah.
Sure. Rook,
Seems like it'd be hard to do while
you
he's
already had
dancing.
your roll investigation,
Yes.
right? We already had your roll investigation once for this room, so I'll just let the 25 roll.
Okay.
You can see he does seem to have some things in his pockets. That, like, the bulge of the pockets would indicate probably a set of keys, a wallet, a pocket watch, a coin purse.
Okay, while I'm dancing with him, I'm gonna say to you guys, like, while I'm dancing with him, do you want me to check his pockets for anything?
I'm gonna just say, like, he definitely has something in there.
This unit wants to again state its objection to you placing your hands in these clearly observant man's pockets.
Okay, so do I have anything that would essentially...
I mean, maybe he's into that.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to do the Indiana Jones maneuver here, and I'm gonna try to take his keys and swap it with something else so he still thinks his keys are here. But what would essentially weigh the same?
Well, that is a complicated and dangerous maneuver that SR-89 has no time to tell you not to do.
Well, I have the fast hands feature.
That's
So
cool.
I I did the thief subclass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because, cat burglar.
That's neat. Do you have, like, caltrops? Like...
I have ball bearings.
I was gonna say, if you have the burglar's kit, you have ball bearings.
Yeah, I have ball
That's
bearings.
cool.
That would jingle around like keys. And I have
Yeah,
100
that's-
of them.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that would work. Awesome. Ooh, look at us. Okay, so while I'm dancing, obviously I'm like making like a big show of it. Like it's like us doing like the tango, a waltz, like all sorts of stuff. And he's like, ah! Like being thrown around by this half orc. And I want to use fast hand, so it's starting at 3rd level. You can use a bonus action granted by your cunning action to make a dexterity sleight of hand check, to use your thieves' tools to disarm a trap, open a lock, or take the use an object action. That's not correct. Roll 20. But could I do that? Would that work?
Alright, we'll do a couple of rolls. First, let's roll performance to see how elegantly you are dancing with him.
Okay, this is not going to be an elegant process, but because my hope is to jolt him around. Okay, that is it was an 8, so that's a 2 with my performance, so that is a 10. I told you it was not elegant.
Alright, that's a very average amount of dancing. If you had gotten a little higher, everyone would have advantage on their checks for him being distracted. But now you can go ahead and roll sleight of hand to try and dislodge his keys from his pockets.
Okay, here we go. I got a +9 to sleight of hand. Let's do this. Okay, that's an 18. That's not bad. 18 plus 9, what is that? 27? Math?
Nice.
25?
25.
27.
27,
Oh.
yep. No, you're right, 27. I did the math wrong. So yeah, you effortlessly...
Math is hard.
You turn him, you do a dip, and you just graze his pockets, and when you undip, you slide the ball bearings in, and he seems very, even though your dancing is very average, he seems very
I
enthralled.
imagine as I'm doing like...
It's almost like he's a nerd that's never had a
It's
girl
like
touch him in
I'm
his
doing
life.
like the waltz tango, whatever this is. That's how bad the dancing is. It's not even in time with the music or whatever. But I imagine I dip him, and I look at him, and I'm like, aren't I the best halfling dancer you've ever seen? And then I pull him up and I make him do a spin.
And he's cackling the whole time like, yes, you are wonderful.
Okay, and then I say psychically, I'm like, got it! Got the keys!
SR89 wants to try and do a handoff.
Yes!
That would probably be sleight of hand, right?
Yes, it would be. So explain to me what you're trying to accomplish. You like walk...
When she's at a lull in the dancing, SR89 is going to try and loop past her. I mean, I'll send her a psychic message saying, let's do a handoff.
Okay.
I'm going to try and go past her, and she'll put her arm behind her back, and I'll put my arm there and sort of grab it and try and put it and grab the key without it being visible.
Alright, fantastic.
What I could do is that I'll like step back and spin him out, and then as he's spinning out like by himself, I hand it to you so that he's distracted, and then go up and start dancing with him again.
You could like put your arm out if you're doing a dramatic gesture while I'm behind you.
Or I like dip him again and I like throw it to you so he doesn't notice. I love this.
This unit will leave the nature of the exact dance move to you.
Okay. We do one of those cool things. We do one of them. Do I have to do a sleight of hand check, or does...
We're going to do SR89 will roll sleight of hand at advantage because you're assisting.
Oh, that's neat. Alright, let's see how this goes. Pretty well, actually. 17, and I have an 8 for sleight of hand.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
25.
Yes!
That will do it. So you go ahead, you seamlessly just
Oh,
walk
I didn't even
by
roll with
casually,
advantage.
so you just-
My other one's worse.
We would like to take the bigger roll, please.
No problem. SR89 just casually walks up behind you as if they're going to grab a drink off of a tray, and with that same motion, they grab the keys out of your hands. And it's seamless, and no one around you seems to notice.
Handoff complete.
Can I do, like, an insight check to see how distracted he is by all of this? Because I don't want him to notice my 3 friends trying to get into this door.
Sure, go ahead and roll insight.
Insight is a +3, so that's a 15 plus 3, 18.
As near as you can tell, he is completely focused on you. He's giving you a very hungry look. Looks like he's into big ladies.
Okay, pull that in my slot bank in case things go south. Okay, so I then communicate with the group. I'm like, he is completely enthralled in my dance skills. This is the time now to go to the door. I'll catch up with you later.
Is Rook near the door? Or are we all near this guy now?
We were near the center of the room.
I think you guys were starting at the center
Okay.
until he started
That's
dancing.
not
He
ideal
danced away.
positioning, but we can try and make our way over inconspicuously.
Yeah.
Sorry if I missed it, but what exactly did we get from their
Keys.
pocket?
Which we're just
It
hoping
was
is
a
like
key,
a master
okay.
key.
Yeah. Or it was like a bunch of keys.
Yeah, you have like a ring full of
We
keys.
will
Oh,
try
excellent.
every key.
Okay.
Yes, which again will not be conspicuous.
Go steal his magical Cadillac.
Do any of you guys have thieves' tools? Because if you don't want to take the time,
Yes.
you can use thieves' tools to just lockpick the
I
door
do.
easily. Plus, you have
I'm sure we've...
a giant automaton to kind of block the way, so that no
Yeah.
one knows what you're doing.
Yes.
SR9 is actually pretty small by Warforged standards, but...
Oh my gosh, a tiny little robot friend, yes.
well, he doesn't weigh very much. His actual size is pretty similar, but he's mostly made of wood.
Ooh.
Wood? Oh.
Yes, he's
wooden
mostly
Warforged, I love it.
comprised of... He's got thin metal bones and dark stained wood and leather pieces to cover all the metal, so he doesn't reflect.
Oh my gosh, we need to
He
protect.
just does not weigh as much as a
We
normal
need to
Warforged.
protect SR with all of our lives.
I still have the +2 con bonus, I'll be okay.
I don't care if there's a fire arrow coming your way. I'm taking the bullet, my guy.
Ah.
So
So, let's go towards the door, and I do have thieves' tools.
Yeah, can I use stealth to try and go over to the door? Like, I'm not formally trying to hide, I'm just trying to make my movements inconspicuous. So it doesn't look like I'm beelining towards the door.
Alright, the three of you each roll stealth at advantage because there's a distraction. This dance is actually very distracting. The partygoers are looking at the large orc
Nice.
lady
Oh my
dancing
gosh,
with
should
the...
I
That's so
roll another
good.
performance check to see if I've improved in the dance?
Sure, go ahead and roll
Okay.
a new performance check.
Okay.
That's not any better. That was an 11, so I improved by 1. So that's a
say, that's
13
better.
total.
Oh, 13, that's way better.
Yeah, that's way better.
13
Didn't you have an 8
compared
last
to
time?
a 12. Oh wait, no, it was an 8. It was an 8. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
better. Why was I thinking that I rolled a 12?
You're gaining confidence.
Yes, I am.
Qlanker in the mind link is gonna go, if anyone wants to pick the lock or use the keys, I can make you invisible.
Oh my god.
This unit already asked you if you had illusion magic. It says, SR9.
Invisibility
Yes.
is illusion? Interesting.
It's the first time you've heard
I
any...
think this conversation happened.
Qlanker learned something new.
Clanker didn't know that.
No, Qlanker did not know that.
This unit resolves to review your capabilities in greater detail later.
Whatever that means, sounds good.
Stealth check time. Oh, this is why advantage is good. Because I
Yeah,
rolled a 2.
23 for that roll.
Well, that's better, actually. I rolled a 7, so 18.
Wow.
Alright.
That's really good. I rolled 14 and 22.
Stealth is
All
SR89's thing.
And how did Clanker do?
23.
Alright, you all passed the stealth check, so no one seems to notice as you walk up to the door. And you look at it, you see this door doesn't seem to have a key mechanism on it. It looks like it's not meant to be locked. Like, it looks like that's just like, he didn't want people wandering upstairs to
This
his
is why
Is this a-
reconnaissance is
I
important.
was about to say, is this a push door?
Like, this is just the door to the
Okay.
stairwell. It looks like he didn't want people going exploring the
I
tower,
wonder-
but like, the second floor is probably
I
not
wonder
that
if you
secure.
hold like a certain key up to it, the door will open. And if that doesn't work, I guarantee you it might be something on his hand. Like his hand allows the doorknob to come into existence.
SR89 sends bird creature. Is there any magic on this door?
Could I still be able to tell if there's magic on the door?
If it's been less than, 10 minutes or an hour or whatever it was, yeah.
And Chatte already confirmed there is no magic.
There's
Oh,
no
yeah.
magic on the door.
Or
Okay,
just a
so
mundane
then
door.
I'm guessing there's probably a secret key slot then.
Well, you said there's no key slot. Is there a knob?
There's a
we can
knob.
just open it.
This door, as much as I can tell you above game, this is just a normal
this
ass
tells
door.
me this is
This door is
This
not
tells
one of
me
the
this
obstacles.
is not a normal ass door. Someone roll for like investigating traps or something.
Didn't we already investigate this?
Is That
I
one
think we already
overthinking
investigated
this.
this door. SR89 has a lot of hit points. He's gonna open
We've
it.
entered.
You open the door, you see
Shouldn't be
stairs.
stealing.
Nice, let's slip in. Rook slips in.
Yeah, and SR89 sends we're in to our dancer friend.
Okay, I continue dancing, and once they're in there, like for a certain amount of time, so that I can be like, okay, they're safely in there, I will try to figure out a way to get in there. I could probably wild shape into a mouse. That would probably
Yeah.
be the way to go under the door, right?
What are the size limits for wild shape at that level?
It's not the size limit has more to do with not being a big creature. It's the CR you need to worry about, and a mouse is gonna have a low CR.
And I've already wasted one of my
Makes
wild
sense,
shapes. I just
yeah.
don't want to do it again. I just really wanted to be a cat. I just really wanted to be a cat, but you know, it's okay. Oh, I know how. That's what I was gonna
Yes.
say. I could just ask him if I want to go upstairs with him. So then I immediately tell to the group, I'm like, find a place to hide. I'm about to get myself up in here and do some real reconnaissance. Okay, so I immediately dip him one last time after the 5th song ends. This is a whole production, and I'm just like, hey yo, baby doll, you want me to be your dream girl? And she's like, this is so cringy. In her head, this is so cringy.
His one visible eye goes really wide, and he has this hungry look in his eyes. It's like, whatever do you mean?
She gags to herself on the inside, and she's just like, I don't know how to flirt. This is a problem with me. I set myself up to do flirty stuff, and I don't know how to flirt. I immediately look into his eye, and I give a very big wink wink, and I'm just like, I can show you some more dance moves in private.
He catches on to that. He's like, lead the way. We can go to my private bedchambers upstairs.
Ah, perfect.
This
Yes.
guy in the middle of a party?
You know.
This
He's in the
is
middle of a
his
party,
party, man.
Yeah.
It's his party, and he'll
This
go
is
if he
the
wants
one
to.
time a big lady is paying attention to him. He's gonna take it.
SR89 has no
You
understanding.
just watch as
of
he
your
turns and winks at his apprentice and gives a thumbs up, and the apprentice starts
Oh my
greeting
god,
people as if
that's
he's
so
the host.
adorable! I'm
Oh,
going
they
to
have.
start... That's so...
They have a hand
I
gesture.
don't want to think this is cute, but that's kind of adorable.
You should get out of the way.
Yeah, well, I told you guys to...
Yeah.
I told
should
you guys
climb
to
these
hide.
stairs.
Peppy, Diana, I brought you both a cup of tea. It's not Earl Grey, but I think you'll enjoy it.
Oh, I've had your tea, and it's all cups of lies.
First of all, I make the finest tea prestidigitation has to offer. Second of all, this is a new line of teas we'll be serving at the Bard Rock from now on by our partners at Many Worlds Tavern.
Oh, I've heard of them. I'm particularly fond of Sleepy Fields and Golden Root myself.
Well, look, if it's good enough for Diana, it's good enough for me. I'll have a cup of that Garden Harbor.
Of course! Here you go. And I pour Eppy a cup of tea.
Epi, roll perception to determine if the tea is made of lies.
Damn it. That's a natural one.
First of all, you are absolutely convinced Brock used prestidigitation on this tea. Second of all, you feel a wild magic surge inside you, and dozens of thirsty customers appear outside of Brock's food truck right here in the graveyard.
No worries, folks. We have plenty of tea from Many Worlds Tavern for all of you. Try a cup of Sage's Gate or Sacred Spring. Somehow I already have dozens of cups of this already prepared and steeped for this occasion.
Of course you did.
Want to brew some of this delicious tea at home? Just go to http://manyworldsTavern.com/BardRockCafe and use the code BardRockCafe at checkout to save 10% on your order. As always, a portion of your order supports the show. And if you're a coffee drinker like my good friend Armbar, they have options for you there too.
Brock, I'm happy for you and all, but get your food truck and all your customers off my lawn.
Sorry, Dan, I can't hear you. This tea is selling like hotcakes. And so are the hotcakes. Bye, everybody. Epi, we just opened up a gift shop to help raise funds to rebuild the Bard Rock. Look at this fancy new design.
I'd love that on a new t-shirt.
You are transported to a world of t-shirts, all identical. You can feel your sense of self slipping away from you as the shirts reach out and grab you and assimilate.
I cast Dispel Magic.
Epi, where'd you go?
Wild magic. Don't ask, it was terrible. So, where's the gift shop going to be?
Oh, well, we have two storefronts, bardrockcafe.redbubble.com and tpublic.com/users/bardrockcafe, so anyone can support the Bard Rock.
You know, the coffee mug is really cute.
And that's not all we sell. We have t-shirts, hoodies, children's apparel, baby
Bard
onesies,
Rock
notebooks,
Cafe's gift shop
stickers.
is now open. Sales go to support the show, so if you want to help out and also get some cool Bard Rock Cafe merch, go check it out.
And that's everything we had so far. Epi, are you listening?
Did you say something?
Alright, so in the approximate minute you guys have a head start, what you do is you enter the second floor, you see a long corridor with doors on either side, being walked up and down by half a dozen animated broomsticks that seem to be doing menial chores. Dusting, cleaning beds, and, of course, sweeping. When you look at one of the open doors, you do see that there are just bed chambers. It looks like this is the wizard's bed chambers, the chambers for his apprentice, his servants, and guest rooms. There are 10 doors in total. And you can tell which one is the master bedroom. It's literally the first one at the top of the stairs.
So do you guys want to hide in, like, the random ones? And then when I go by, I mean, what I really plan to do is, like, take him up to his bed chamber and then knock him out. Like, that was my plan.
Yeah, I mean, we can hide in the other rooms. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm taking the apprentice's room.
Okay.
SR89 says, this unit hesitates to ask, but do you have access to any enchantment magic?
Any what?
Enchantment magic.
Or any of those?
But our spellcaster, right? In lieu of beating this
So
guy, there are
Qlanker.
other ways we can do this.
Oh.
But then they'll know.
We can beat him after that, but we can
Things
get some
happen.
interrogation.
Well, I wanted to, like, knock
Potentially.
him out. I do have Entangle, and that's for 1 minute. So what we could do is I could knock him out, and then I can use my rope and we tie him to a chair.
Oh, I brought manacles. We
I
can do
mean, the
that.
way this is going, you
Yeah.
might not need to make him out first.
Okay. We could also ambush him.
That's
In the
true.
room.
If you guys hide
Like,
in his
yep.
Oh,
bedroom.
sick. Yes,
If you
let's hide
hide
under
in
the
his
bed.
Ooh.
In case he
Oh,
doesn't go down in
gosh.
one hit, we could all.
That is true.
Yes.
That is true. Okay, that's a very smart plan.
Ambushes are SR89 stick. Alright, he's gonna go into the room, and is there a closet or anything else he can hide behind or under?
Yep, there is a closet. There's an under the bed. There's an arm. There's a chest of drawers. There's a large writing desk covered in
There
books.
has to be like a boudoir.
But there is a closet.
What are those things called? Like those giant like things
Yeah.
that you open.
Armoire.
Armoire. Why did I say boudoir?
Yeah, an armoire,
That's
yeah.
not
You
what
know,
it is.
same thing.
That's the whole.
Yeah, that
That
is.
is
an
his
armoire.
boudoir.
You know.
Yeah, there's also an armoire. Yes, there's a closet and an armoire.
I would just think it's super hysterical if you just put a lampshade over your head.
So, like, what?
Yeah.
So Rook crawls under the bed.
We could go into
That's
the
awesome.
ceiling.
Could you?
I have rope trick.
You should so go into the ceiling.
Oh my god, yes. I love this.
Do we want to go into the ceiling? And Qlanker's gonna go ahead and cast rope trick and climb up the rope.
And I'll just hide in the closet with the crack open a little bit.
You can come in with me.
Nah, we'll do multiple angles of attack.
I'm readying my
I'm
dagger.
gonna pull up the rope.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
As
As
guys
you
are
walk
getting
in and there's a
yourselves
rope.
ready, and after I like sent that message off of like, okay, we're heading upstairs, I sweep him up into my arms and I like bridal carry him up to his chambers. And I'm
It's his
asking
dream.
him for all sorts of details on the architecture and what this room is for and what that room is for, just to give everyone enough time to get themselves ready.
Oh, of course. He's pointing everything. He's like, would you like the grand tour? I can show you the rest of the tower entirely.
This is a very smart idea, so I'm gonna
I was
say
really looking forward to beating this guy, but that doesn't make sense.
yeah. So then I will like turn the comms on to like where I'm always like talking to SR so that there's like that constant connection so that he can establish that to everybody else. And I'm just like, of course I would love a grand tour. I hate this fake voice I gave to her because she's pretending to be.
You bypass the bedroom. He gingerly climbs down. He looks as when he has to. He walks you up to the door at the end of the hallway, and he says, "Alpaca!" And the door opens.
The door to his bedroom?
No, the door to the next stairwell. He's like, "These are the guest chambers." It's like, "Let me show you the next room. The third floor is my favorite." And he leads you up the stairs, and everyone else knows that the front door has been disarmed.
Okay.
So then
Definitely
what you
not
guys
llama.
can do while he's doing that is just search his room.
Yes.
And then I could let you know when we're coming back down.
All right.
Yeah, or
we
you
can
can
go
come
up
up and
too.
follow.
There's no one else here, right? Someone can search the room, and the rest of us can sort of follow and search other areas.
It's just the brooms, which seem like really dumb brooms that won't, like, it looks like didn't care you were there before.
Okay. So then the question is, who's gonna stay behind and search the bedroom? What are we looking for again? A goldfish?
The Nothic Eye.
You're looking for a Nothic Eye. It's a very large gemstone that resembles a eye. They belong to creatures called
Why did I
Nothics.
think that we were trying to find a goldfish?
Because the person who asked for you to steal it needs it to find the guy who stole the goldfish.
Alright.
I mean, we could all quickly search the room. And...
You know what though? Like Rook is a solo person. She doesn't mind staying behind, thoroughly checking the room while you guys follow. Just in case, what if he like turns around and is like, aha, and like pulls out a weapon against our friend, you know?
That is true.
So yeah, so like Rook volunteers to stay in the bedroom and thoroughly search it.
Agreed. SR9 will follow instead.
And then I say, remember, the word is in case it does come back up is alpaca.
Chatte and Jace make their way up to the third floor, and
I'll go up
presumably,
as well.
yep. So presumably we have Qlanker and SR89 following them at a safe distance. While that's going on, Rook, go ahead and roll investigation.
Alright. I rolled 24.
The 24, you find his bedroom doesn't have anything particularly interesting.
Okay.
What you do find when you go through the rest of the rooms, you find that there is a locked desk in the apprentice's room.
Who has the keys?
You do.
I do.
Oh.
No, I do.
So, no worries. I'm gonna try to pick this lock here. Let me just check it for traps.
Alright, we'll let your investigation roll just keep rolling. You do not see any
Okay.
traps.
So now to pick the lock.
Rather than have you roll the same stat 6 times in a row.
So, to pick the lock though, I think it's different. I think it's...
Yeah, it's a thieves' tool, so it's dexterity plus proficiency, and if you took your rogue proficiency in it, then it's plus
Right, so I
proficiency
think
again.
in the end, it's this 8. 1 second, so roll. It's the same as investigation, it's so funny. So I got, oh, thank God for these good rolls, man. 21.
We are blessed. We are blessed.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not getting the critical,
The
I'm
21.
just getting, like, good, which is okay. I'm fine with that.
Yep.
There's that Honda Civic.
You actually find... Yeah, I hear the Honda Civic.
That's amazing.
Right on cue.
So what Rook finds inside the desk is the journal of the apprentice.
Oh my God, I'm so
At a
ready.
cursory glance, you can see the apprentice complaining that Jace has become paranoid over the last few years. He changes the command word to everything every 2 weeks. And I'm so tired of forgetting the command word, I'm just going to write it down. It's alpaca.
And
You're
Jason,
kidding.
Jason didn't have a diary or anything?
No, you get the impression he probably keeps all of his secure things up in his
Okay,
sanctum
I
on the
can't
5th
wait to
floor.
read through this guy's diary.
I was gonna say, after what we've seen and heard, I don't want to see his diary.
I kind of want to
read
read
it.
it. I have
No.
a feeling it's going to be like Michael Scott from The Office kind of vibe, where it's like,
Oh my
Dear
God.
diary. Kiss, kiss, XO, XO, Jace.
Is there is there nothing else in the apprentice's journal?
I'll also say this. The journal does lay out what the rest of the tower includes, and the tower secures.
Okay. So that's really
So
good.
as you take the time to read, you see that I will not spoil the third floor because the third floor we're going to reveal in a second. But you find out the only traps in the third floor are panels in the floor that trigger animated armor to attack people. And you see the 4th floor is got smothering rugs laid in between the bookshelves, and to avoid stepping on the rugs.
Okay.
And throughout this, you see lots of annoyance on the part of the apprentice that he needs to avoid all these booby traps that his master laid across the tower.
That's legit.
And the 5th tower is just the sanctum. It's perfectly safe.
Okay. Interesting. I am going to let the others know to check the floors for panels and carpets. I mean, not yet for carpets, but panels right now.
Gotcha.
All right, and then going back up to Chatte and Jace. As you enter the 3rd floor, you experience a feeling of vertigo. As you see, the entire floor is a mishmash of upside down, sideways, and normal walkways and stairwells, periodically littered with suits of armor. Across the tower from you and on the ceiling, you spot the door to the next stairwell.
Okay.
This is my spatial distortion room. Isn't it magnificent?
Kind of little disorienting. Like she's trying so hard not to throw up because this is throwing her for a loop.
It's fine. Take my hand, my dear. I will guide you to the next floor.
And I grab onto his little hand and just like, this is too much for a halfling.
And he guides you there. You don't need to make any rolls to get there. He gets you to the next door.
Okay.
SR89 and Qlanker, I will not make you roll because you know the floor panels to wake up the armor are there. Roll survival, see how long it takes you to navigate this hallway.
It's just a
We'll do whichever one of you has the higher
And
one.
now I rolled a 20 on that Arcana check. Is a Nothic Eye magic? Is it going to show up on Detect Magic?
It is. It would show up as divination magic.
Aha. Alright, now for the untrained survival check.
That's an 8 for Qlanker.
I got a high wisdom, come on. Oh, 5.
Alright, it's gonna take you it takes you too long enough that when we were wandering around, Rook has made it up there to see and sees you both wandering around lost.
No.
I imagine I'm trying to give directions, but I'm too busy trying not to barf into like a doggy bag.
Also, you're like, take the 3rd stairway on the left from the... And you realize you can't give good directions of this room because it defies logic. So, Rook, go ahead and roll survival to try and help your friends find their way to the stairs.
Oh my god, what is my survival? 1 second. Ugh. Okay, we'll see. And... it's 8. I don't do much better, guys.
Oh, I can wait, I can use my psychic knack.
What's that?
I've of course reflavored it as an overcharge of my reactor, but it gives me, I can add plus D8 to whatever I want. I've got 6.
Alright, you have robot inspiration.
Yes. It's very similar to the fighter subclass with the maneuvers where I can add a die to things. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add it to my survival roll. I assume you're fine with that, Paul?
Yep.
Gonna mark that I used 1. There we go. Aha! Now I have an 11, the best so far.
Alright, with an 11, you very gradually make your way there. You get the impression that, from the conversation going cyclically with you, that Chatte is probably almost done with the 4th floor at this point. But you guys do make your way to the door.
So,
to the
like,
4th floor.
you know how I said something about the panels was on the floor? Was that enough? Did we like aggro armor?
No, you successfully described the panels, so...
Okay, good. Good.
You've now avoided 2 of the combat encounters
Oh
I
my
had
God.
planned. to
We're so good at dungeoning.
Apparently, yo.
Now, seducing the master into walking you through the entire thing was probably a brilliant
Listen,
plan.
though, I need like.
It comes with costs of its own.
Listen,
Yeah.
this is the best seduction I've
it
ever
does.
done in any kind of role playing. So like, I am like I should seduce everything now.
Alright, so 4th floor. Chatte and Jace walk up there and he says, mind the carpets, dear. They're booby-trapped. And this is my library. Would you like to see any of the books, or would you like to just go straight to my sanctum?
The sanctum would be on the 5th floor, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
The 5th and final floor.
So I would like to take a peek at some of these books and see what he has in case, they might be valuable and we can sell them.
Sure. So he goes and he takes he's like, feel free to browse and let me know if you need any help finding anything. And he goes and sits at like one of his study desks.
Okay,
near
so
the
then I tell the
books.
group I'm checking out his books to see if we can find any other information or anything cool that we can steal and sell later. So then what would I just do? Investigation?
Yes, investigation. See if you can find any rare books.
Probably not. That's a 13 plus 0.
Yeah, the 13, like, you realize you don't have that good a knowledge of rare books to be able to say, oh, this is a first edition, or, oh, this is a rare printing. You just, like, without spending literal hours going through the books, you don't think you could discern which ones were valuable. But with a 13, I will tell you, you do see a pedestal in the center of his library. It looked like it was supposed to house a very important book, but it's no longer there.
I don't go over, I point to the pedestal and I'm just like, what's that supposed to be?
That pedestal was for a rare book. It used to be the rarest in my collection. Unfortunately, a few years ago, someone stole it from me.
What a dastardly person. Do you have any idea of who they might be?
There was a group of students from the Blackstaff Tower here that day. And I believe it was one of them, but I don't know which one.
No.
As a fan, I'm freaking out right now.
See, two people in this conversation
Yes.
know exactly.
Yes, we do.
I was say, wait, did I guess correctly? I'm just like, oh, what a shame, what a shame. And then I send off to the dudes, and I'm like, no real good books here, just a bunch of E.L. James novels. and then I'm just like,
Oh, you actually see he has an entire section of his library dedicated to trashy romance novels.
perfect.
Nice.
And then I go, okay.
And they all involve Goliaths and half-orcs being seducing small little men.
And I look at the covers, and I'm just like, do you have no literature on halflings? Very offended.
He doesn't even know what to say to that.
SR89 is not conveying any of this.
He's like, I refuse to transmit this to everybody else. So then I'm just like, okay, I'm ready to go see your inner sanctum.
Fantastic. And he walks you up there. And because it took everyone so long to get through that room, they basically pop up right as you finish popping up. So they've emerged on the 4th floor, mere seconds after
And like
you
the
leave.
door to the 4th floor, was there anything about it?
No, it's the same thing. He just says alpaca when he
neat.
walks through each door.
This guy's got some lax security.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not like alpaca, llama, like for each of the different doors, the different types of.
Okay, above game, I didn't want to come up with 3 different names. So you all get to the library. You know that the rugs will smother you if you step on them, but if you walk around them, you're fine. So just avoid the exact center of each
check
pathway.
out the books?
Sure.
SR89 doesn't need to breathe anyway.
This is true.
Investigation, right?
Yep.
18.
18. With 18, you are able to identify some first editions, some rare printings. Does anyone else like to roll investigation, or are you all happy with that 18?
Is there anything besides books that I could look at that looks potentially valuable?
There's the study desk in the library.
All right, I'll take a look inside the desk.
All right, roll
All right,
investigation.
not my best skill, but we'll see. Oh, okay. Natural 20 strikes again.
Oh my
24.
goodness.
Damn.
So you're rummaging through the desk. You find a myriad of useless library's tools, but you do find a scroll detailing research for a very complicated and powerful spell that requires a Nothic Eye.
Bum bum bum. Well, I rolled a 2 on my survival, so I always do this.
You also, when you're reading through the scroll, see that the other component of the spell necessary is a human sacrifice. Or I should say, humanoid sacrifice.
Oh no!
I knew it. Holy shit.
Oh,
We have to
no.
go.
That I do relay.
I'm just like, should I hit him over his head now?
Maybe
Wait
see
for
if
us.
you can get him to go. Yeah. Maybe see if you can get him to go back downstairs and we'll ambush him as earlier plan.
Can we ambush him now?
Just shove him onto a rug.
Before we go up into his inner sanctum, I'm going to say, wait a minute! And then I pause and I look at him and I'm like, I have to pee! Can you please direct me to the bathroom?
Oh yes, I have another bathroom in that corner of the sanctum.
I
He
go,
points to the
no!
corner.
I go, I can't pee and use the facilities at high altitudes. I need to go to at least the bottom floor, where I feel at most safe and connected to the ground.
And you see the look in his eyes shift. Really, Chatte, is that what you think?
Uh-oh.
Okay, scrap the plane. Let's just run up behind him and stab him.
Yep,
Okay,
yep, we have to do it. We have to do
can
this.
I just, can I take out my short sword real quick and then just boop on the top of his head. Just like
yes.
bunt him.
Sure, go ahead and roll an attack.
This is going to be. I don't want to kill him right away, so this will be non-lethal damage.
Right away? Why are we killing? We were
Well,
supposed
he
to be
knows who I
sneaky.
am. Our cover is broken, and it's non-lethal
Yeah,
damage. I'm trying to knock him out. I got a 12 plus 4 plus 3, so that is a 19.
The 19 will hit. So roll your damage. Or are you just trying to knock him out with the flat of your sword, in which case it would be
Yeah,
a
I'm
skill check
trying
instead?
to knock him out with like the very bottom, like the butt of the sword, like the bottom of the handle. You know what I mean?
The pommel.
The pommel. That's what it's called.
All right. What we're gonna do then is, we're gonna roll a. You're going to roll a athletics check to see if you can knock him unconscious. I'm gonna roll a dexterity save to see whether or not
Okay,
he can test it for you.
I'm proficient in athletics. I have good athletics.
Ooh.
Well, that doesn't help. Okay, I rolled a 9 on the die plus 7, so it's a 16. He's not very dexterous.
Nope, you boop him on the head and he falls flat on his butt because he rolled a 9.
Oh my
Nice.
god! We're flying by the seat of our pants here, kitties.
Yo, I'm rushing up the stairs right
I
now.
was gonna say, is that when we arrive and burst in?
And I immediately steal back my ball bearings.
Nice. Yo, I'm looking around. Looking around for anything that looks like a case, a safe, something like that.
Well, we're on like the stairs.
Before
we haven't gone
we
into
leave-
the
We're still on the
stuff.
stairs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We never
So yeah,
went
never
in.
mind.
Yeah, you crossed
Oh,
the
we
room.
went into the
So
room?
Yeah, you guys crossed. Yeah, you guys went up to the 4th floor, and I assume when you were told, "Oh, hey, the jig is up," and you started dashing there, and the time it took them to have this conversation, you cleared the floor and climbed the stairs.
Before we fully leave the 4th floor, though, I want to cast alarm on the doorway that
Ooh,
leads
smart.
up to the 5th floor.
All right, is it a roll with that, or does it just happen?
Okay,
It just
and then-
happens.
cool.
Awesome.
And we can go through it, but if any other creature goes through it, I get a...
And
Sick.
then
Mental
I'm
alarm.
gonna take out my rope and I'm gonna tie him to a chair that's available in here.
All right, why don't you go ahead and roll just a straight d20 to see how you do tying him up.
Let's see. If anything, I can just do entangle.
SR89 also brought manacles.
This is an average roll again, so a 10, a straight 10.
All right, so the DC for him to escape is a DC 10 check,
Well,
Manacle.
but he's currently
okay,
stunned, so.
So then I ask to the group, because I don't have the knowledge that SR has manacles, and like, does anyone have any manacles or something? I don't want him to get loose!
What is there nearby that I could manacle into?
I mean, it's a wizard sanctum, so there's desks, chairs.
Anything
like,
heavier than
furniture
that?
is basically. No, the heaviest thing in the room is desks and bookshelves. There's not really anything to clip it
Probably
onto
got
the
a bunch
bookshelf.
of
Alright, I'll
books
put it
on
on
it.
the leg of the sturdiest desk.
Do I have anything that I can put into his mouth so that if he does wake up, he can't use any verbal spells? Does anyone have any, like, cloth or anything?
Yeah, but don't we want to interrogate him?
Yeah, but I don't want him to, like, wake up while we're looking around and
Yeah.
have him cast a verbal spell.
I could just ready an action to stab him if he casts his spell.
Says the dude who says, let's not kill him, guys. I'll
Yeah,
just stab
right.
him.
I didn't say not kill him. Well, I guess I did.
Yeah.
But I'm confident he'll survive a single stabbing.
Okay, so I assume now we are looking around the room for this
Yes.
eye.
Yeah, I want to look for a safe. I don't know. Did I ever even do that?
Yeah, well, you're getting ready to
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah.
conversation about what to do with the
Let's go
unconscious
ahead.
body. So go ahead and roll investigation.
All right, my favorite roll. Oh my god, guys, I got the crit.
Is it the good one
What
or
the
the bad
heck?
one?
No, it's a good one. It's the good one.
Oh,
I'm very
woo.
surprised.
Okay, good.
All right, so the things you find with a natural 20. You do find a safe behind a large portrait the man has of himself.
That's vain.
You also find he has a locked cabinet that looks like it's meant to hold spell components.
Okay.
But before you can go to either of those things, you realize something. You realize that the thing you're here for is a Nothic Eye. And a Nothic Eye would be used to be able to detect someone's secrets and see past their lies. And you realize that he saw right through Chatte's
It's on
illusion
him,
had been leading
man.
her on this whole time.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute!
Look under the eye.
I was about to say.
And as you communicate that to the group, you hear the alarm go off.
I rip off
Grab
that
his face.
eye patch.
We gotta go
I'm
quick.
gonna ready
There's
my
someone coming.
crossbow towards the entrance of the room.
I rip off that eye patch so quick.
As you reach for the man's eye patch, you see that he has
Oh,
wriggle
man.
free, and he casts Misty Step and goes to the other
But my
side.
ready action, I stab him in the face.
In the face!
Alright, go ahead and roll an attack to try and get him before he finishes
Yeah,
Misty
I'm
Step.
sure you're gonna try and interrupt it. And I can stab him from 60 feet away. I want to make that.
Oh my god. What?
If I so desire.
Oh my god.
That's nuts.
All right. I'm rolling the first attack roll of the night. That's not impressive. So that is, I can't do math. 14.
14 just narrowly beats his AC.
Yay! Yeah, this isn't a sneak attack, unless or is one of them adjacent to him?
Right now, you are next to Chatte, so you are
All right,
adjacent to
I
him.
sneak attack
This
him
is
right
sneak
in the
attack.
face.
Sweet.
That's so sneaky. Like,
Yes, nothing is sneakier than me just stabbing him as soon as he opens his eyes or opens his mouth, I suppose.
I mean, hey, I think we just straight up
Oh,
kill
that's not a bad roll. 18 plus 5 is 23.
23. Ow, he's a wizard. He doesn't have that kind of HP. That did a lot.
All right. Well, I'd like to see him make a concentration check through that. I'm old. It's not called concentration check anymore.
Well, to be fair, Misty Step does not require concentration, so he's still Misty Step.
no.
But you did get him in the
Well,
face.
it's okay.
That's gonna have to be good enough.
You actually, I will say, you lodged the Nothic Eye from his eye and it goes clattering across the floor.
Oh my god.
Right.
Okay.
Mission accomplished. Get the hell out of here.
I am going, if we're not doing this in any particular order, can I do an athletics check to try to grab it or dash towards it before he tries to get it?
Alright, so we're going to do the order of operations and then we'll enter initiative order. So he Misty steps away. He's on the far side of the study. His apprentice comes up and says, "What are you doing to my master?" And Rook has got a crossbow pointed at him. Rook, are you going to fire your ready to action at the
I'm gonna say, get the hell out of here, little guy. And see if he runs away first.
Alright, roll an intimidation
Okay.
check.
Yeah, right? Oh yeah! Oh my god! That's what's up! You don't even like this guy. Okay, that's a straight up just a d20. And I rolled a 7.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, the apprentice just raised their hands like they're going to cast
I'm
a spell at you.
shooting him if I can. Or as soon as I can.
Roll an attack. You had a held action,
Okay.
so.
I can't. I'm gonna screenshot this because I feel like you won't believe me. I just feel like you won't believe me.
I've been playing with you for a year.
Okay,
and a half,
I rolled
believe.
another crit. 20.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
So you crit here. I didn't have the stop block for the apprentice, so I didn't expect him to enter this combat, but it worked out this way.
Beautiful.
It's nuts.
Fabulous.
Oh my god.
So you will get sneak attack, and it is doubled. So
You've got that all written out,
we'll
right?
double the
Khadeja?
damage dice for everything.
Yeah, I do actually have it all. I have to have it all written now, otherwise I'm hopeless. 1d6. Oh, so it's 4d6 plus 4 times 2? Wait, which one gets times 2?
You do
Right.
3d6 at
So
level 5.
It's
It's
40,
Oh yeah, it's 3.
3d6 plus 8.
3d6.
So 3d6 and then double it, so 66.
Ah! Roll 3d6 plus 8. Jeez.
Well, wait. No.
Well, no, it's 66 because if it's 3d6 normally for
Yes.
sneak attack, you double
So
the dice.
66
And you're doubling
plus...
your-
So it's 66.
Well, and you're doubling your regular weapon damage too, right?
So wait a
Yeah.
second. So I had 1d6 plus
Okay, so-
3d6. Because a 1d6...
All right, easiest way to do this is whatever your attack is. roll
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do, man. I can't with this. There's one. Yeah, I just... Here we go. Another one. And in total, it's 23 plus 19. So it's
23,
33.
and then another.
Yeah, I'm like carry
19.
the...
Got a lot of humanities majors in here.
Yeah, no, give me a
32. No, 42.
I was gonna say that's definitely not.
All right, I know how much HP it has left.
Okay.
That's fine. You've knocked the apprentice 2/3
Oh my
of their health
God.
down, and they take the arrow to the shoulder, and you watch them stumble and step back down the stairs.
Okay, yes.
And now I need everybody to roll
Alrighty.
initiative.
Yay. afraid I wasn't going to get to stab anyone.
You got to stab someone.
11.
It's very satisfying.
Or no, 13, sorry.
14.
I also had a 14.
I had an 8.
Alright, what are you guys' dex mods?
Mine's plus
I included
4.
mine.
Okay. Well, no, if it's a tie, then you use just the dex mod to determine the tiebreaker.
Oh, mine's plus 5.
You go first.
Can everyone run me through the numbers again? Because I was not ready to write them all down. We'll start with Dylan. What was yours?
14 total.
All right,
14
Khadeja?
as well.
Also 14, and so then alright, so it's SR89, and then Rook, and then what was Qlanker's roll?
Qlanker was a 13.
13. All right, how about
I got
Chatte?
an 11 total.
All right, let's see what the apprentice and the wizard get.
Give that initiatives.
They
We
rolled
rolled
10.
pretty badly for a party full of rogues.
It is what it is.
I rolled an 8 on the die, so...
All right, so with a 14 SR89, you
Alright. You all see something very strange as blades just appear out of nowhere on his arms. So I don't believe it's anything you guys have seen before. Alright, so in these situations, so the wizard Misty stepped away. That doesn't have a super long range. Where is he compared to me?
This dude still has like a 30-foot range, so he's on the other side of the study, hiding behind his desk. He's got partial cover.
Alright, I'm gonna move to take cover behind another desk, and I'm gonna shoot my knives at him, which is indeed a thing I can do.
All right, roll ranged attack, and he does have cover, so he has partial cover, so he has +2 AC.
I like those odds. Alright. Side blade number 1. Oh, that's not gonna hit. That was a 2.
Nope, you just shave something off of the books in the back of his study.
The books take psychic damage, and then I use a bonus action to fire my second side blade. Okay,
Alright.
that's much better. So that's a 24 total.
All right, that will hit him. So.
Oh, I don't even have a D4 out. The shame. Hang on.
And I do not believe there's anyone adjacent to him, so I don't believe.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. I'm not gonna get it. No, they're both far away from us. Maybe I should have gone up to him. Whatever, too late now. So that's 4, so 9 damage from the little side blade.
All right. And is that your turn? You want to do any movement?
I
or
moved
anything?
behind that desk to take cover.
Okay, you're taking the cover too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Rook, you are up.
Okay, so right now I'm just standing in front of the doorway in front of a bleeding young man. Right? Like he's just so I feel kind of bad for him. I'm gonna raise my one of my arms, one of my small hand crossbows, and be like, "I'm telling you, I read your diary. He doesn't sound worth it. Just run." Does it work?
Roll persuasion
Okay.
this time.
I don't know. Let's see. Wait a minute. No, I didn't put anything in that, so we're gonna see what happens. This was a 19.
Ooh.
Fingers crossed.
All right, so now I'm gonna have the kid roll. I guess wisdom saving throw against your 19.
Oh my
You rolled 24.
god.
He's really devoted. He's so devoted.
He's like, no, you are all trespassing. You are
Doesn't
going to
wanna leave
leave.
his help.
And I know, demo plan.
So wait, like I can't do anything else?
No, talking is a free action, so I'm gonna let you still have an action or bonus action.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, you're dumb, and I'm gonna point. I'm gonna point at him, and I'm going to have to. I'm gonna aim it somewhere not super lethal. I'm gonna aim it at his knee.
I mean,
I'm
could
gonna shoot.
just-
All right, you're gonna
you
make sure
could
he
just
stops
say that
eventually.
it's non-lethal damage, and that would just knock him out.
I think Rook at this stage in her life isn't really good at that. She's not good at that yet. So she just knows how to point and shoot. So she's pointing and shooting.
So rules-wise, that is what you do, but it doesn't really matter. You can also flavor it as I aimed at a non-lethal spot. Those both-
Okay.
Take
I got
out the
you.
sneeze cap. Take out
That's
the
what's. There we go. Okay, let's see what I get. I rolled a 16 total for that attack.
All right. Well, you watch as the wizard summons a spectral shield around himself. He casts the spell shield, and as they see your shot bounces off the shield.
Boo.
I'm gonna dodge behind something. What do I have near me? I was just in front of the.
So there's The room is littered with bookshelves, desks. There's a large altar in the middle. It looks like it's used for spells.
I'm gonna hide behind the nearest, kind of like behind under the nearest desk. But I'm still facing that young man.
Alright, Qlanker, you're up.
Okay, so you see Qlanker take out their bag and take out a bunch of tools and a bunch of weird-looking objects out of it, and they're gonna create an Eldritch Cannon.
Wow!
With Force Ballista.
There we are.
Alright. Is that your action to do that, or is that a bonus action?
Yes, that's my action.
Okay. Alright, do you have anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm just gonna say I am gonna make it tiny so it fits in my hand.
Alright. Alright, and then do you have any movement or anything?
I'm just gonna try to position myself kind of in between the apprentice and Jace so that when the time comes I can have a clear line of shot.
Alright. And then Chatte, you're up.
I'm going to... The eye popped out of his head, right?
Yep, it's scattered. It's basically at the foot of that altar right now.
I'm going to run towards it and I'm going to grab it because all we really got to do is just take it and run.
Alright, roll me sleight of hand to scoop it up while running toward it.
That is an 18 on the die, plus 9, another 20.
Alright, you scoop up the Nothic Eye in your hand, and as you do, you realize you can see and hear everyone's secrets in your head. If you look at any one of them, you can hear their detailed backstories, their full names, their true names. And anything they're thinking right now is completely an open book to you.
Would I be able to use this to, like, vicious mockery, almost? Could I use that?
Oh.
But even though I don't have that as a spell...
Not for vicious mockery, but you can use it to, like, intimidate people. You can try doing that.
Okay, I was about to say, because I was like, what actually... Okay, so then, in order to get the dude out of here, like what Rook was doing, I look at the dude, the apprentice. What is his deepest, darkest secret?
In your mind, you see his deepest, darkest secret. He knows who stole the book.
Who is it?
The name you hear in your head is Giuseppe Von Burs. Which means nothing to you because you don't know who Giuseppe Von Burs is.
So then I'm gonna turn the tables, and I'm gonna look over to Jace, and I'm just like, hey! Remember that really fancy book that was stolen? Guess which apprentice knows who has it?
It's funny, you think I don't know that my apprentice knew. I had that Nothic Eye before you, girl.
Darn. But does that, like, intimidate
The apprentice does look
the
shocked and scared. Roll
apprentice in
intimidation
any
for the
way?
apprentice. You can roll advantage.
Okay. My intimidation... Okay, that's a 15 on the die. That is a 3 on the die. I will go with the 15, so I will do
Alright, allow the
15
apprentice
plus
roll
2,
another wisdom
17.
save. They rolled an 8, so they give you the impression they are going to run the heck out of here. But it's not their turn, so... your action was scooping up the Nothic Eye, and your free action was talking to the apprentice, so...
Okay, so then that's it. I end my turn.
So Wizard is going to use a legendary action. He raises his hand, and the Nothic Eye becomes burning hot in your hand.
What a jerk.
Roll a Constitution save.
Okay. Constitution save. I have a +2 to Constitution, so let's see. That's a 13.
It's not going to do it, so you can't maintain your grip. You take 1 point of fire damage. As the Nothic Eye levitates into the center of the room, starts spinning around and glowing with a bright light. And he says, "You all are going to be the sacrifice for my spell." And you watch as these large portals, probably like 3 to 5 feet in diameter, start opening up all around the setting. And large, 12-foot tall tentacles emerge from each one, start swirling around.
I yell to SR and I'm like, can we kill him now?
That was his legendary action.
That's gonna say,
The
SR can't do
layer
anything
action, one tentacle is going to lash out at each of you and try grappling you. So everybody roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh boy, let me see what mine is.
Oh, that's not great.
Qlanker got a 19.
I got a 12 plus 6, 18.
I have a 14.
Alright,
I
everybody
also
except
rolled an 18.
SR successfully avoided the tentacles.
Damn.
SR, a tentacle wraps around your midsection and lifts you up. You are grappled.
Oh well.
Now the wizard's actual turn. His apprentice flees, or tries fleeing, but also got grabbed with the tentacle. Because the wizard saw the kid was going to flee. And then the wizard is going to cast Animate Objects, and animate 10 random objects around the room. So you watch as a book, a inkwell, a quill, a telescope, and some more books to start floating around. And they all encircle you. So he's going to use his bonus action to have all of those things attack you all.
Oh, gee.
Alright, so in order, SR, I'm going to roll at you first, 20 plus 8. 12 probably doesn't hit your AC.
Alright.
Alright, Rook.
It does not.
A 9 doesn't hit your AC.
Yes.
Alright, let's do
No.
let's do SR again with 10 of these things. A natural 20.
What?
Oh god, no!
No, shiz.
Alright, so with a natural 20, it is 1d4 plus 4 times 2. 2, 4, so it only rolled a 2 on the die, so that's going to be 12 damage. That is 3. And now we're going to have a second one go up for Rook. Does a 16 hit you, Rook?
Let me double check that. I think it... No! Oh my god, that's different. It
All
does
right.
not.
Alright, Qlanker, does 23 hit you? Probably.
Yes, it does. But as a reaction, I'm gonna cast
Alright,
Shield. It'll still hit me.
Oh man, is it too late for me to use my reaction to uncanny
I'll
dodge
let you
that
reach
one?
back in time and do that.
Hooray.
And he rolled a spicy 1 on the damage for Qlanker, so 1 plus 4 is 5 damage. 5th attack, this one's still on Qlanker. Oh, that's your 6th attack, I should say. A natural 1, so no. And then, Chatte, you're getting the last 4 of these attacks.
Wow.
Yep, so 24 to hit.
Yeah, that one.
Oh my god, he keeps rolling 1 on the damage die, so 5 damage.
Perfect.
Oh, but not when he
Yeah, I
crits me.
know. And then he rolled a natural 1 on the next attack, 2 more left. Does a 14 hit you?
A 14 just hits if
Yep.
it meets and beats.
So that's going to be 7 damage. And finally, the last book is 24. And that is
Yeah,
7
that
more
hits.
damage.
Okay, so how much total?
So it was 7 plus
Oh.
7, 14 plus 5. So 19 total.
19 damage. Man!
To be fair, he had to launch
He had
4
it
attacks
out
for that.
for
So.
me. So I've taken 20 damage.
Oh, you're awesome.
And to everyone, this is a free.
To everyone?
I will if it's a free action.
SR89 is nowhere near as knowledgeable about this one, only a 7.
Once again, for the second time, I have rolled an 11 on an Arcana check.
I heard a 21 in there. And Qlanker,
Yeah, Qlanker got
you're
a
the only
21.
person who rolled high enough to know. This is a 5th level spell that just got used on you all. So this wizard knows his stuff. He's much stronger than you all are.
But
Yeah, he's a wizard, so he doesn't have a lot in the way of AC or HP. But he's still a very powerful wizard.
okay, I have a question. If I wild shape, I know like some DMs it's like, okay, fine, you can wild shape and do an action. Are you like, do you have a preference, or would you rather have me just do wild shape? That's my action.
That's fine by me. I'm fine with you using Wild Shape as a bonus. It is now SR89's turn. The wizard is done.
It sure is.
Alright, if you want to try and escape, it is your choice of an acrobatics or athletics check to escape the grapple.
I'm not escaping nothing. Grappling just removes my speed, just changes my speed to 0 feet, and I don't need to go anywhere to stab this guy. So, yeah. SR89 ignores the tentacle that's squeezing him and starts throwing knives. Oh, and he says, yeah, now we can go. So I'll target the wizard. Can't move, so I'll just stay where I am. Okay, that's a 3. First knife does not hit. And bonus action is a 4. Well, this is not such a good round for SR.
Alright, that is it for SR's turn, because SR cannot move and use both their action and bonus action. Rook, you're up.
How's our young man looking? How's the apprentice?
He fled. He fled back down the stairs.
He totally fled. I am
Yeah.
pointing myself right at that wizard from where I am, and I'm shooting at him. I'm not saying a damn thing. I poked him. I hope I poked him with 22.
22 will hit him. Is anyone standing next to Rook at all? So I do not believe you get sneak attack, Rook.
No one's standing next to the wizard. That's what matters.
Yep, I'm just trying to figure out if Rook has sneak attack.
It's okay. Really? That's my measly attack? Sorry.
A rogue without sneak attack is not much of a hit.
Yeah, it is what it
The rogue
is.
attacks are not too exciting without this.
I got 1d6, I guess. So here we go, and that is I roll. That's all. That's what I got.
Well, plus your dex damage.
And it's 6 then total.
Alright, he takes it. It looks like the spell he initiated does not require concentration. You don't even see him like flinch as if he's trying to maintain concentration. Looks like all he needed to do was start the spell to get it going.
Jerk.
Oh wait, actually there's concentration for animate objects. I will have him roll for that one. But there's no check for the big tentacle spell. And for animate objects, he did save. So he does have animate objects up still.
With the other action, I was going to play my other crossbow.
Alright, sure, go for it.
This one is 9 total.
Attack roll was 9.
Oh shoot! Sorry, I don't know what I did. I just rolled damage.
You have a homing crossbow. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I was like, that's it. I was like, I don't need any more. Fine. So this one was 17.
Alright, with a 17, he's going to cast shield and have AC to dodge
That's so uncool. I tried. I tried. So that's it for me.
Alright, Qlanker, you're up.
First things first, I'm gonna fire my Eldritch Cannon at them. Hopefully. Nope, that doesn't hit.
Things are
That's
falling
a
apart.
9. Yup. With that, gonna cast Scorching Ray at them. And let's see if this one hits. Does a 19 hit?
Does not. Thanks to his cover, his AC is functionally 20 at the moment.
Hit.
But I will say this, you are in a room full of books and bookshelves and desks, so you just started a fire.
Yep, that's all I got.
Oh my gosh, we need to protect SR!
I'm lacquered. It'll be fine.
Alright. Chatte, you're up.
I'm not gonna wild shape just to save time, and I think this will help with all the books and things flying around the room. I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave. So each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from where I am, they must make a Constitution saving throw. So I would imagine I ran across the room to grab the eye, right? And the eye was close to Jace.
Well, Jace is across the room. The eye went bumbling around when he got stabbed in the face. So there's 4 of them that are definitely near you. I just rolled a d10. If you position yourself just right, you can get 7 of them.
Okay, so I will go on ahead and position myself just so, just trying to make sure that I don't hit my friends. And so what you guys need to do is roll a con saving throw, and the DC is 14.
Qlanker's good.
Yeah, I would imagine he doesn't have good con.
Are you trying to get Jace too, or just get his animated objects?
I'm trying to get Jace,
Alright, so I will give you either 7 animated objects or Jace the other 3.
as in 3 animated objects.
Correct.
Okay, I would rather have Jace and the 3 animated objects.
Alright, I'll roll con saves for the animated objects first. Fail, fail, 1 passes. And then for Jace,
Now that move didn't take her to within melee range of Jace, now did it?
it's a 15-foot cube, so it's up to her. She wants to get right in his face or just be 15 feet away.
Get right in his face. We want to sneak attack him.
Although if he fails, it'll also launch him back 10 feet, so there's that.
Sure.
He passed.
Oh well, never mind.
He passed. Okay, well he still takes half damage.
So if he passed, he's not knocked back. Does that mean he's still in melee range? The stabbing
Correct.
can be significantly empowered.
Ah, that is 8 total, so half that. That is 4 damage to him. And then it also says that unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect automatically are pushed back 10 feet away. So I would imagine this also affects the animated objects.
Yes, it does. They are unsecured. They go flying back 10 feet. Two of them that failed to save go flying off into one of the portals where the tentacles are and seem to disintegrate as they pass through it. And the one that saved just looks really shabby.
Okay.
I have to roll his concentration really quick to see if the animated object stayed up. It does.
Does Jace look affected at all? How's he look?
He is not looking great. He's looking like a wizard who only had 70 HP, and you've all done a substantial amount of damage to him.
I probably should have just stabbed him. I probably would have, like, killed him. But I was thinking about the animated objects.
Alright, now we're up to the layer action. For the three of you that are not grappled, each roll a dexterity check to see if you can avoid the tentacles.
Qlanker got a 17.
I got a natural 20!
Hey.
And you want to know what's on this natural 20? It's a little kraken for the little tentacles.
Oh,
Sick.
perfect.
I got 13.
Alright, Rook is grappled and being held up in the air. Now I have some bad news for SR-89 though. The tentacle starts pulling you into the portal.
Oh no.
That seems bad.
With my natural 20, could I help someone?
You know what, sure, go ahead and you see SR start getting pulled to the portal. Roll me an acrobatics check to try and tackle him out of the tentacle and save him from being pulled into the portal.
Oh, perfect. I have +9 to acrobatics. That is a 9 plus 9, 18. I don't know if it'll do it.
18 will do it. I set the DC at 16, so you tackle SR out of the tentacle,
Yes!
and you watch as that tentacle goes back into the portal closes, and another portal opens up. And now you all know, if you stay in the ground of the tentacles, you're going through those portals. Now the wizard is up. You watch as he reaches out, and he's going to do a spell attack on Chatte. He's going to use Vampire Touch.
Oh my gosh, why are you so obsessed with me?
You're lucky he rolled a 12.
guy's
Does a
so
12 hit your AC?
No, it does not. Woo-hoo!
Alright, so for a bonus action, he is going to, because he is concerned about the robot that's yelled, kill him, send all 7 of the remaining books at SR.
Do your worst, you cowardly spellcaster.
7's gonna miss, 2's gonna miss, 15 plus 8 is 23, that one probably hits.
It does.
You take 7 damage. 4th attack.
How much? What's their...
Their maximum damage is 8.
Okay, I will uncanny dodge that one. So I will take 3. Thanks for rounding down 5th edition.
So that's a 24 to hit. That one's gonna deal, I rolled max damage on that one, so you take 8 damage. 5th attack. The 5th attack gonna miss, 6th attack's a nat 1. 7th attack is only a 13 on the die. Does 13 hit you?
No.
And 8th attack. 9 plus 8 is 17.
Yeah, that's exactly my AC, so that's a hit.
And that's gonna deal crispy 5 damage to you.
I'm fine. If this were 4th edition, I'd be bloodied, but I'm fine.
And that is the wizard's turn. SR-89, you are now up.
Initiate stabbing subroutine.
And meanwhile, I'm standing right beside you screaming, "Stab him! Stab him!"
So I'm gonna close to melee range, and yeah, stab him.
You could do sneak attack because I'm right beside you.
Yeah, and he doesn't get a stupid cover bonus. All right, come on. I'm using a different D20. That 3 and that 4, I just can't stand by that. There we go. That's a good number. So that is, math is hard, a 25.
25 will beat his AC, even if he were to cast shield.
Sick.
Yes.
Well, he already used his reaction anyway. What a
Well,
jerk.
no, because the turn order just started over again at the top of the order.
Oh, did it? Oh, he had his turn. I maintain that he's a jerk. Oh, that was a pretty good damage roll, too. We have 18, 23.
Wow, he looks real bad.
Well, I still have my bonus action. The stabbing
Yes.
continues. So this one won't be a sneak attack since I only get 1. Alright, bonus action for secondary stuff. 24.
That will hit.
Alright, the damage is going to be much less impressive on this one.
He doesn't have a lot of health left, so you could probably finish him off.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
8 damage.
8 damage will do it. He falls backwards, and you watch as one of the tentacles reaches out, grabs him, and pulls him into the portal. And you realize the spell's not stopping.
Yay!
The Nothic Eye falls to the ground, but more portals open. Now without someone to control the spell, it is now burning out of control.
First thing I want to run and grab that eye.
Yeah, all we gotta do is skedaddle out of here, guys.
Did the tentacle drop her?
Oh, never mind.
The tentacle did not drop her. It is Rook's turn, so why don't you roll acrobatics to try and escape the grapple.
Oh, sick. Okay, that's +7. That's not so bad. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious, I rolled a 20. I got 27, guys. Holy
Yes.
I do the most beautiful leap
Good
out of
night.
a tentacle.
Yes.
Rook just turns herself into, like, liquid. You know the way a cat can turn into liquid to slip through his face?
Good night.
Rook does that and slips right out of the tentacle. And falls to the ground, does the blade pose.
I'm looking
And then-
at you with anime
Alright, so roll sleight of
eyes.
hand to scoop up the, not the guy while trying to dodge around his tentacle.
Okay, 1 second. Oh yeah, these damn tentacles everywhere. Let's see how this goes. Okay, this one is a 10 total. I don't know how graceful I am this time.
I didn't set the DC very high.
Oh, sick! Okay, I'm lucky.
All we gotta do is dash out of here, guys.
I'm being reached up by tentacles. Rook, I assume you're using the rest of your movement to book it toward the door?
Yes, I am. Come on, guys, let's get out of here.
Alright, is anyone else doing anything besides dashing out the exit?
Is there any windows in here?
There are windows. You're on the 5th story, and these windows do not open. If you want to spend time trying to break them out, you could. Do you want to break the window? Do you want to try breaking a window?
Sure.
Alright, how do you go about breaking the window?
I'm gonna use my Eldritch Cannon to blast it.
Alright, roll an attack roll on the window.
Roll an attack on the window, okay.
Impressive if you missed that.
Yes, the window shatters.
So
It's made
good,
of glass.
yes.
Do you want to go this way?
How's the drop?
It's a 5-story drop, presumably.
Featherfall can hit up to 5 targets, though. I think that was the logic. there.
Yeah, I have Featherfall. That can get us all. Let's Felix it.
Let's all jump out the window.
can grab on and
Escape
not
here,
die,
Felix
yeah.
style.
I have rope. I have a grappling hook. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, I've got a grappling hook too.
I think we all do.
Yeah, let's get out the window then. I think it's better than running downstairs to a gala.
Either way, I'm casting Featherfall on everybody.
I'm gonna trust in the feather fall. I mean,
You all dive out the window, you featherfall gently down. However, because you're falling slowly, you watch as tentacle portals keep appearing around the outside of the tower, too. So while you're falling, everybody roll a dexterity saving throw.
All of us?
as we wriggle violently in the air.
I'll give you advantage because you have the ability to move in the air.
Qlanker got a 13.
I rolled another natural 20.
Was that with advantage?
It was not with advantage.
Yeah, I gave everyone advantage because
Okay.
you're free falling.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a 16 then.
I'm so happy you gave me advantage. I got 19.
This time I have a 23 total. That's a little better than last time.
Alright, so everybody successfully dodges the tentacles. You make it to the ground. And you watch as the portals start merging together, and the tower itself. People you can see running out. You actually see that band that you saw that you recognized from earlier. You see them running out. You see most of the guests making it out, the apprentice, the butler. And the tower itself becomes engulfed in a giant portal. And the portal itself
Oops.
collapses on itself. And where there was once a tower, there's now just an empty field.
Can we walk away like cool guys don't look at explosion style?
Yeah, yeah. We're
It's like-
Rook's 11, man.
You guys just turn, walk away, and in the background, there's an implosion and a bright flash of light. As this portal to the outer realms collapses on itself without someone to control it.
Those poor brooms.
And you're able to turn the Nothic Eye into Felix. He pays you all for a job well done. And you all completed the heist.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Guys, this was so good. Awesome job, y'all.
We had some great
Yes!
rolls, man.
And we had some great moments, guys. Seriously.
We really did. This was really fun.
Alright, well, thank you all so much for playing, and thank you all of our listeners for listening. We're going to round the table one more time. Everyone, this is your chance to plug your stuff. Why don't we start with Elena this time?
Hi guys, I'm Elena. I play Remy on the podcast Dice Drop Evolution. You can listen to us anywhere. You can even go check out our website. You can follow me on Twitter. I am at PGKeen45 on Twitter.
Alright, and Haley?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm a big fan of the Bard Rock Cafe, so this is like meeting celebrities for me. It was so much fun. You can find me on Twitter at Haley Clinton, the number 4, and I also play Omthi on the Dice Collectors podcast. You can find us on most streaming platforms and at the Dice Collectors on Twitter. and I am just as crazy and not good at socializing in that podcast as well. See you there.
You have anything to plug it all, Dylan?
My name's Dylan. You can see me nowhere.
And then, of course, you can find Khadeja and I on Bard Rock Cafe. You probably know where to find us if you're already listening to this podcast. Thank you all for listening. Have a wild night.
Isn't this basically just the same thing as before?
Do you have a degree in marketing? Because I have a degree in marketing.
He's got you there, Doubletail. Your only degree's in the School of Hard Knocks.
Sure, whatever. Paycheck's a paycheck, I guess.
That's the spirit.
Thanks for listening to Bard Rock Cafe. We have the best fans. Remember to follow us on social media so you never miss an update, and be sure to check out our sponsor, Dragon Master Games, for your TTRPG needs. If you aren't already, consider subscribing to the show on Ko-fi to help cover production costs. Subscribers get special rewards like their own channels on the podcast Discord, personalized messages in the mid-roll ad spot, and more. And of course, we're partnered with Metallic Dice Games, whose wide variety of dice and other tabletop accessories are sure to have something unique to add to your table. Links to all that stuff can be found in the show notes.
Okay, now in the promo with your patented people's wink.
We did this bit already, but sure. I wink in a podcast, and it's really good.
It's called a callback. Thanks for doing the ad read, Barry.
I told you not to call me Barry.
Until next time, everyone, rock on.